Hi everyone. Today I would like to show you how we go from one form to another form for the specific, whether we look at general form, whether we look at the vertex form or the factored form. So first of all, let's look at general to factored. So the general form is basically y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, and we want to change that into y is equal to a x minus x1 x minus x2. Okay, so let's look at an example. Suppose I have y is equal to 6x squared plus 5x minus 6, and I want to transform it into this form. Well, so here we have a, then our 5 is b, and our minus 6 is c. Okay, so very important to understand, a is 6, b is 5, and c is minus 6. So let's create a factored form. So we're going to use something we call the quadratic formula. And you're going to use this formula often in order to create a factored form. So suppose I have, so the formula says what? The formula says I have minus b plus or minus root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now, what is the purpose of this formula? The purpose of this formula is simple. It gives us the x-intercepts. Okay, that's basically what it does. So I think we've seen this before. So we've seen the quadratic formula before. Now I'm going to show you how we use it in action. So in this case, I have b is 5, so I'll have minus 5 plus or minus root b squared, so 5 squared, minus 4 into 6 into minus 6. So times, divided by 2 times 6. Okay, so here we have minus 5 plus or minus root of, 25 plus 4 times 6 is 144. And it is positive because I have a negative, and a negative multiplied gives me positive. All of this divides 2 times 6, or just 12. So here I'm left with minus 5 plus or minus root of 169. And we know that the root of 169 is 13. All of this divided by 12. So here I have minus 5 plus or minus root of 169, which is just 13. And this divides 12. So from this, we have two values. We have minus 5 plus 13 by 12, and we have minus 5 minus 13 by 12. So that's going to be 13 minus 5, 8 divided by 12, which is just divided by 4 2/3. And I have minus 5 minus 13, which is minus 18, and minus 18 divided by 2, divided by 6, we get minus 3 by 2. So these are basically the values that we are dealing with, okay? Now, from that, these are actually x-intercepts. So we can have x1 and we can have x2. Okay, so these are x-intercepts, and these values are going to help us to put into action the to put it into the factored form. So the factored form says what? Says I have a times x minus x1 x minus x2. Okay, so I have y. Now we said that a initially is 6. So I have 6 x minus x1. So x1 is 2/3 times x minus x2. And x2 is minus 3/2. So this will equal y is equal to 6 x minus 2 by 3 x plus 3 by 2. And that is how we go from the general form to the factored form.